overcome your resistance to achieve anything. Stay tuned. Hey, Damon here from NLP Gym. How to overcome your resistance to achieve anything. If you haven't already, please click subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can get these videos on a regular basis. People come to me all the time for coaching and they say something along the lines of, there's something I really want to do, or I've been trying to accomplish this thing, or I've been working at this for years, or I can't seem to get started. And they give me this story about how every time they get started, or every time they get really close to succeeding, something happens, they sabotage themselves, or they stop, they quit, whatever it is. And they'll tell me something like, I just want to get rid of that part of myself. I just want to overcome that resistance. I just want to, I've had people say things like, I just want to cut that part of myself out or destroy that part of myself. And I tell them right away, that's not the way to go about this. So a better way to think about this inner resistance is this is a part of you that wants something. So think about it that way, because what will happen is you'll experience that resistance, and because it's unconscious, you don't know what it is. What you're conscious of is what you want. What we normally want, what we think we want, are the things that we're conscious of. I consciously want more money. I want my business to succeed. I want a girlfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a new car. So we're conscious of what that want is. What we're not so conscious of, or what we can't be conscious of, is our unconscious wants. And we can change that, and more on that in a moment. What typically happens though, is we experience that resistance and then we resist the resistance. So I say, oh, what is this thing that's stopping me, that's slowing me down, or it seems like there's this thing or part of me or something outside of me that doesn't want me to succeed, and then I try to push against it. I try to push it away, or I try to get rid of it, or even I try to ignore it. So what I'm really doing is I'm resisting my own inner resistance. So unfortunately, that doesn't cancel out the resistance. What that does is it just makes the resistance even stronger. Not only that, is it wears you out. When resistance alone wears you out, when you resist your resistance, that'll drain you and you'll just be frustrated. And so not all the time is it just the inner resistance that takes you down, it's the frustration and the drain on you, the drain on your energy. By the time you go through your day resisting your resistance, you've got nothing left to go and put it into the other thing you want to accomplish, the thing that you're working on the side to eventually quit your job or whatever it is that you're doing. So when you resist resistance, it just takes you down even faster. It just makes it even that much harder. And so you don't need to do that to yourself. That's not helping you. The first thing to do when you experience resistance is to accept it, acknowledge it. Most of us will knee-jerk push it away. We won't even think about it. We'll just go, oh, and we'll just push, and we'll resist, and we'll ignore. You have to start becoming conscious of when the resistance comes up so that you can acknowledge it, accept it. Not only that, welcome it. This is an incredible opportunity. This is an opportunity for a transformation. When you acknowledge that resistance and you let it know that you understand that it's a part of you and that you're not going to try to push it away, something magical will happen. Suddenly, you just moved a step closer to integration, and that's what this is really about. So you have a part of you that's resisting, and you have a part of you that wants something that the part is resisting. This feels like a conflict, but it's not actually. There's an unconscious part of you that you made an agreement with at some point in your life that you wanted something, and you told that part of you to go and get it, to go and do it. Or you told that part of you to perform this function. And that's what it's doing. It's doing its job. What happened is, though, this part of you fell unconscious, which normally happens when we have a habit or a routine or some sort of automated process that we do, and you forgot about it, and you got older, and your life changed. So now you have this unconscious process that is doing its function, fulfilling its function, but it is isolated from the rest of you. It is isolated from who you are now and your life as it is now. This is what we refer to when we say upgrade the programming. So you're going to upgrade the programming. First, you have to start by acknowledging the old programming, and then you, like I said, accept it, let it know that you know that it's doing something for you in a positive way, that it has a positive intent, and it does. All behavior originates from a positive intent, even resistance. So you get in touch with what that positive intent is. And once you do that, and you go deep enough with this, you'll find that there is an underlying value here. And if you chunk up high enough on this value, it will lead to some of your highest values like happiness, joy, freedom, passion. And what you'll realize is that both parts of you want the same things. The conscious part of you that was driving and pushing and wanting to accomplish something or do something wants the same thing as the part of you that was resisting. Because you're one person, you're one whole human being. It felt like you were being split in two. It felt like you had an inner conflict. But really, these two parts are part of the same whole. That's you. So when you're clear about your values, then you can make this integration between parts and get these two parts to work for you, work with you, work as one whole you. And when you do that, there's no such thing as resistance anymore. And the more you do this, the more you'll realize that every time you experience resistance, it's an amazing opportunity to have this integration and to have a transformation. Check out my website at nlp-gym.com. There you'll find some free NLP training as well as some free hypnotic inductions. Make sure you take advantage of that. Also follow me on Facebook for real-time updates on upcoming workshops, online trainings that I'm launching. And also I'm on Instagram now, so check me out on Instagram. And like I mentioned, if you have not yet subscribed to this video, please do so now and click the bell so that you can get notifications when I put new videos out. Also, if you like this video, please click like right down here. Take care.